Hello, I'm Helena. I will be your social worker
Hi.
today. What is your name?
Laura.
Laura? Well, Laura, I just want to let you know real quick before we start that if you bring up harming yourself or others or child abuse, I have to report it.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I want to know what brings you in here today.
So I am having some stuff going on at home where I have a drinking problem, and the drinking problem kind of has escalated to the point that my ex-husband is trying to take my kids away from me and have like full custody on them because he thinks that I can't function properly because of my drinking.
And when did this begin? How often do you drink?
So I drink at least like every day and at night, and I get pretty like drunk, honestly.
And when did this begin?
Probably over a month now.
And is there a reason that
Well, the whole divorce thing with my husband and just like working, money wise, so those two things.
And have you guys divorced recently? Like, did you begin your drinking constantly after you guys divorced?
Yeah.
I see. And do you guys have any kids together? Or is it just, or you guys do? How many
Yes.
kids do you have?
We have two.
Two?
Yes, a little boy and a little girl.
How old are they?
The little girl's 8 and the little boy's 10.
So does he tell you, does your ex-husband, does he tell you that he doesn't like the drinking, or does he like more like threaten you that you need to stop and talk to you negatively about it? Like, does he talk to you calmly and lets you know that he doesn't like it and it's not good for the kids?
Well, at first he was super like calm about it. He came up to me and was like, hey, you really need to stop drinking. It's affecting the kids, and you're not like the mom you used to be. So he came to me very nicely. I didn't listen, and that made me mad. And then the whole divorce, it still kept hitting me. Not having enough money with the job I'm working with, it just affected me more. So then I started drinking even more, and then he came at me with, I'm taking the kids away from you.
So would you say that this constant drinking is maybe because you feel depressed ever since after the divorce, and the way that he's telling you he's going to take away the kids is making you feel maybe more stressed because you don't want to lose those kids?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Have you two ever talked together about maybe just between you guys what you guys can do to make things better between you?
Well, not really, because the first time, like I said, he kind of told me nicely. Then the second time he was just like, I'm taking the kids away from you, and I haven't really had the chance to like speak to him.
Okay, when do you feel most stressed and the most urge to drink? Is that when
Is when I haven't seen my kids, and then just the bills add up because of my work that I can't make enough money.
Okay, so it seems like you got a bunch of little problems going on in your life just adding up together, and I can see it's making you more stress. Would you want to maybe, right now we can come up with a little goal. It doesn't have to be long term right away, it could be a little short term goal. And maybe, are you thinking maybe can we limit your drinking? You said you drink what every day?
Like a good amount. Like I don't know exactly, like, so if like I'm drinking a beer, I'll drink like more than a 6-pack of beer just to get me pretty drunk and kind of like get like all my problems away from me.
So how many drinks would you say you have every day?
At least like 8 or 10.
8 or 10. So when you drink it, it's usually beer?
Yes.
Okay, so would you maybe think that you could limit it down maybe to not a crazy amount, maybe 5 drinks a day, maybe even lower if you can, but does that sound realistic to you that you could maybe
I think I could.
limit yourself to 5 drinks?
Maybe it'll be hard at first, but I think I could, yeah.
Or maybe when you go buy a 6-pack, only have that 6-pack, so when it's done, when you're done drinking it, you can be like call it good for the night.
Yeah.
Maybe on a calendar, on a paper, every time that you do complete that goal successfully and you limited yourself to that amount of drinks in that week, that you can, or limit yourself to those drinks every day, you can write it down, and maybe next time we meet up with each other, we can go over it together and see how successful that goal was. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so I'll see you here next week, and we'll see how that goal
Okay.
is going. Okay.
Thank you.